Hey everybody, Steve Chamber with the Executive Premier. Hope everybody's doing well and staying safe out there. I've been a little slack in here recently on my video updates for you guys. I do apologize, but business has been booming here recently and been a little tied up finishing up travel baseball season with my son and a little family vacation down to South Carolina, again with the family. So I wanted to get back to sharing what's going on in our market with you guys. I got some great video content coming out here throughout the next couple of weeks here. I'm really excited about. But one thing about getting away and just taking the time to talk to a lot of clients, a lot of customers, a lot of family and friends out there is I kind of get a pulse of what everybody's feeling about what's going on in the market, what their interpretation of what's going on in the market as opposed to what's actually going on in the market. So it kind of gives me an idea of what I need to post out there, what kind of content I should share to make sure that you guys are getting accurate, up-to-date information. And one of the conversations I've had with a few people recently is as they're monitoring houses on the market and thinking about putting their house on the market in the near future and possibly selling, they think houses are starting to sit on the market longer. And as I explained to them, well, it might be a perception that that's the case. You know, we are seeing some more inventory come out there. You're probably seeing more homes listed than you have in the past. Maybe things aren't going off the market in a couple hours now. But in reality, folks, the market is still incredibly strong here in Northwest Indiana and houses are still moving very quickly. So I want to put this together for you real quick. This is the median days on market for a few communities here in Northwest Indiana. And I went back here for the last 3 months to compare and also a year to date just to kind of see what's happened over the last 3 months and see if we've seen any slowdown here. And in reality, everything is staying remarkably steady. The median days on market for Crown Point has been 4 days for May, June, July, and year to date. Munster, as you can see here, you know, in May it was 5 days, 4 days. Now it did take up to 7 days here. So that'll be interesting to keep an eye on here as we go into August and September. Same thing with St. John. But throughout here, Hobart, 3 days in May, 3 days in June, 4. Very consistent, very steady across the board. Now, one thing I have to caution, the same thing I told the clients that I spoke to about this, is we are getting close to our traditional kind of slowdown period here, where people are going back to school, people take a little bit of a break, back off a little bit. So we may see these days on market tick up a little bit here in the coming next few months as we look at, you know, maybe we'll do this here another month or two down the road and take a look and see how if it is slowing down or if it is staying consistent. I personally think there's enough buyers still waiting in the wings that kind of took a step back there in this crazy spring and summer market and that are going to take advantage of any little slowdown whatsoever and jump on the market then. But the key thing to keep in mind here, folks, is these are still incredibly rapid numbers out here. Even if this goes up to 10 days, 12 days, that's incredible. In a traditional normal real estate market, you know, a hot market would be 30 days on the market. If your home sold in 30 days, man, that was awesome. Guys, we're talking about under 5 days in most of these markets still the houses are selling. So, you know, while we might be seeing a little bit more inventory here and while we might see a little bit of slowdown going into the start of school and beginning of fall season, houses are still moving very strong. The market is still doing incredibly well and there's still an incredible amount of buyer demand out there. So again, we will always have to monitor what's going on with the economy, where we're going with the pandemic here in the next couple months, how that shapes up here. So there's always risks and I can't say risks involved to look forward to. But as of right now, those interest rates, as long as they remain low and as long as people are desiring Northwest Indiana, which that should not slow down whatsoever here in the next few months, probably not even in the next year. We're going to see that incredibly strong buyer demand continue here. So if you have any questions about any other communities here in Northwest Indiana or how the market is in your community or your neighborhood, please don't hesitate to reach out. Be happy to discuss that with you at 219-306-0333. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day and look forward to talking to you guys again. Take care.